Hello, everyone, and welcome to a fantastic episode of Was That in Good Taste presents Behind the Bar. Tonight, we're going to be focusing on smoked cocktails, and that's right, it is the Smoke Show. We're getting hot and heavy with some of the burning embers and stuff. I thought I was rocking real good, and then I just totally lost it. We got a variety of wood chips that we're going to be sampling, along with different smoking devices, and no. It's not like that.
Oh my God.
We're not blazing bongs or smoking doobies or just
Not around here.
hunting blunts.
Good Christian show.
We're doing it the ethical way with wood chips and this handy dandy little torch and then things to make smoked cocktails. Now, wouldn't it be neat if they saw the little preamble to this, or the pre-episode where we've tried a couple of these things on a variety of different occasions? We've definitely featured the cloche.
Yeah, we did. We did a whole kind of episode before about this, except
Well, and how would the people be best able to find said episodes?
oh, that's easy. First, you can follow us. You know, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Give me your firstborn child. You know, I'll take anything.
I'll settle for the second.
I'm desperate. The first time that we did it, it looked so terrible. It looked so bad that this is kind of a redo.
Notoriously good to capture on camera.
We said that last time.
It's like I guess we're just so latent with sarcasm that it permeates everything.
You know why? It's because it is hard to pick up on camera, right? But I think one of the problems is that, you know, we need to create a correct volume of said smoke.
How do we smoke it up then? Are you saying we need to hotbox the room?
I think we need to get smoking.
Oh, smoking. So I guess without further ado, we gotta. Oh wait, I did that whole thing, and I'm one of your hosts, and my name's gonna be Chandler, and with me, as always, is the other one of your hosts.
Just call me James.
Fantastic.
Oh,
now,
professional.
That was a little bit of ado, but we can handle some ado. That's
some ado,
but not,
some say some ado about nothing.
That was a little much ado about nothing. So starting up, I figure we'll start with the tried and true, the oldie but a goldie. What's the name of it?
This is a cloche. I mean, effectively, a cloche is not a thing for smoking beverages or cocktails. A cloche is a kitchen thing where it's a thing, and you put a thing. It's a cake, you know, and then you get to reveal it, right?
Yeah.
You know.
But this one came with a bunch of cool wood chips and no, you got a cool toy.
I mean, I do have one.
Do you like that? Like, do you enjoy using it?
So we've used this a few times, as you can tell by the discoloration on the top. But I think that taking a moment to use it right now is going to highlight why we're even doing this episode, because
Now,
I got this from Bespoke Post.
I just thought of something, but continue. You got it from Bespoke Post.
No, I just said I got it from Bespoke Post, and it's anything but bespoke. It's literally just
It's a little audacious.
It is.
It's bespoke. Talk about the exuberance of it. I just thought of something. We're not really doing like a control experiment. Like, it's just kind of, we got a variety of liquids.
I mean, we can do a little bit of each, right?
Yeah,
and we can do. We have
there's
variety.
not really like we have almost too much variety. If we were to do this like actual science, if it were science, we would have a spreadsheet with like the names of the 3 to 6 fluids that we're going to be testing, and then if we were to do, so what I'm saying is, if you're going to do this along at home, make sure that you do it scientifically.
If you're going to do this at home, if you're following along at home, make sure your methodology is solid.
Yeah. Unlike what you're about to see. Remember, kids, don't do this at home because drinking alcohol for minors is a no-go. It's
Yeah, because how are you gonna be in those caves?
and then
You're gonna have some whiskey and then be in a cave? Don't do that.
Don't do that. But also, if you're gonna do it, take a scientific approach to it. Because what we're doing right now is we got a variety of wood chips, which all have their own various like things.
Yeah, we have the wood
their
chips
flavors.
from each one.
They got different gradients, different amounts of wood per chip, and like there's so many variables. God, to calculate. So what's the most? I think we should start with the most neutral,
Which
like
is this one, right?
Yeah.
And,
Well,
with
and
the
with
most,
his
which will be whiskey, the
which
Knob
should just
Creek.
be our basic bitch bourbon.
We have a few options here: cherrywood, mesquite, hickory, and bois de pomme. I feel like we should do this only because
just read the other side of it.
I know.
You specifically
I know.
specifically read the French side just to confuse me, huh?
I thought it was funny.
What kind of game are you playing?
Applewood.
What would an apple do?
I know, right? What do you think? Cherrywood, mesquite?
I think you kind of got to go with mesquite. That seems like, a mesquite smoked bourbon. I'm going to pay $18 at a fucking hotel bar for this.
So now we're at the bar. You're going to get your smoked bar bourbon.
Give me your Michigas. Give me your vessel.
Okay. We're going to
show me your vessel.
look at that one.
This one's mine. Oh, that one. Is it clean?
Isn't it?
I guess. Oh. Huh. I didn't know it was clean.
I had a third one.
What did you have?
Right. So you take this one, the mesquite is, I can't really get close to the camera to show you, but you can see it's shaved and
it's
these
real fine.
real
Almost like
fine
wow, I am
kind
really
of shavings.
burying my face into this mic right now.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, that's what I do. And if you look very carefully, which is very difficult to do again, what you'll notice is that while it's very fine, right, I'm adding a lot because we've discovered that in order to get the correct amount of smoke,
you really got to pile that shit.
you really got to pile it on here.
And I put that shit on everything.
And you notice there was a little discoloration here.
Is it oxidized?
Well, it's from the fire, actually. It's just because the wood is still getting burnt.
I thought you were saying the wood itself had like a different. You kind of gotta. Oh wait, you gotta.
I have to click the thing.
You gotta click it and then you go. Or
no, this would be the greatest thing.
Is it clicked forward or does it just wait? Yeah. Oh goodness me!
I have the fuel.
Let me see here. What do we got? What are we doing? What are they selling these days?
Hold up.
What kind of Michigas is this?
Okay, here, look, step one. We're already in the middle of trying to use this first one, and we can't because the thing that we did put fuel in no longer has fuel. Imagine now you're at a bar. You're sitting behind the bar, you're vibing, customers come in, they're ordering your smoked cocktail.
I'm like, fuck,
and you're fucking sitting behind the bar, your hands are kind of damp, you're fucking sticking your hands in the wood shavings, and you're fucking like and that's actually kind of maybe not enough. You know what I mean? So there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
That's for you.
We're gonna just toast it a little bit. We're gonna try to get it ignited. This is another problem. You see it sparks off a little
what
bit.
I'm kind of seeing is it's blowing all these little fine sawdusty wood chips around this very flammable table.
It definitely is.
It's interesting to me too, James, that the table covering that we have is the soft, kind of wispy, almost like
it's made for being caught on fire.
Yeah.
I know. Look, did you see how much I tried to fucking?
You tried so hard. Oh, it's cooking.
There
you
we
really
go.
have to stoke it. Once you get the embers going, it's kind of a 2-step process.
Now you're sitting in an effing bar. Your customers waiting for their freaking whiskey.
But again, this is like a hotel bar, so it's like they got time, or they're waiting for their mistress.
Okay, the hotel bar works because the people, they want it to be fast, but they're suffering because it's just gonna be slow.
Yeah, and they kind of need like you.
Was this me or you? That's you, right?
That's you.
Like what? Okay.
That's all you.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Stay true.
Oh, look at the smoke is like really loose.
Ambient. Oh, How much of that smoke do you think is actually getting in there? How much smoke is getting into that glass? And what is the surface? Because as we know, the amount of surface area that you can generate where your alcohol touches the smoke allows it to soak up all that.
That was me trying to get more surface area by tilting it slightly.
Huh.
To agitate the whiskey in the glass.
A bold move to see if it pays off for him.
Did it? We're gonna find out.
I don't know. Let's. It is a fun reveal. Oh, look at that!
Look at that! It's
Look
wispy,
at that!
But how much is in the drink? Very little.
Very little. But you get the whole va va voom.
There's a little bit emanating off here. This is for you, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna. While you do
while I do a taste.
While you do your tasting and your analysis and all of that jazz, I'm gonna
pull it right to my mouth.
I'm trying to.
Again, what I'm tasting is just Knob Creek 9-year. It's good. It's whiskey. It's sweet. A little bit of vanilla. Nothing particularly fancy. I saw a little bit of the smoke as I brought it to my face, but it was thin wisps. And I'm not particularly smelling smoke. So now I'm wondering, is this bluster? Right? Because we're having issues lighting the wood. And again, this is the wood that came with it. It's called Marcellin, Marcellin. That's the company that makes this. This was in a bespoke box, so maybe it was like a package.
Hebrew name. What?
I was listening.
Oh no, I just said it sounds like my mom's Hebrew name, Marcellin.
Oh, maybe it is.
I don't know. It sounds like it should be.
Maybe this is your mom.
Well, I'm not. Is my mom been doing wood chips this whole time? That's crazy.
No, there's something I don't know. I'm not getting a lot of the smoke from smoking it. And it's looking aesthetic.
Like I think when you do like this kind of like
I guess, but it's not really on the drink, and I think it's going to be really hard to pick up on camera because in order to light smoke correctly, you need light behind you. It's like weird. It needs to be the correct lighting conditions. What are you getting, Chandler?
it kind of just tastes like a slightly warmed up. And like the aromatics of it. The aromatics at play are fun. I'll give you that. The aromatics, the little display, like the in-person kind of, that's fun. But as far as the actual alteration to the drink, I'd say little to no change. When I bring the glass to my face, I'm getting a good amount of like that mesquite smoke, and it kind of just makes me feel like I'm having a whiskey at a campfire.
Or at a place where there's smoke around.
Where there is smoke, or like a cool barbecue spot that's like, you know, Thursday's bottomless ribs or something.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say that one was kind of a miss for me. And you know what else? I'd say I could just kind of like give this a slight. How much liquid I got here? I'll give it a slight topping.
It's the same.
And I can just move on to the next one.
I was thinking the same thing. Nothing changed. There was nothing that was actually changed by smoking it inside of that cake plate style smoker. So we have another type of smoker.
So you're not a man of the cloche?
I'm not a man of the cloche.
That's understandable. Like you can't all be.
And that one was mine. I got that in the bespoke box that I had forgotten to order. What is this one that you have here?
This one is the Kuzkuzi smoker from Kuzkuzi Smokes. It's good. You know what? This is one that I got as a Christmas gift, and I was very grateful for. It was just one of those things that was like, I got one thing on my Christmas list. Santa, if you can hear this one Jewish boy tonight, bring me a smoker for my whiskey I might. And so I got this fun little smoker, and it is honestly a pretty good powerhouse. I've used it more than once, more than twice. I'd say, dare say, nay say, 10 times I've used it. And so now we actually have a little bit more variety of things. You had like a fun little
Yeah.
quartet. We got 6 different woods to test out right
What you got
now.
over there?
I got pecan. I've got hickory, which you also had a hickory. I've got oak. I've got apple. Right? Fuck out of here. Pear. And last but not least, cherry. Now I think we're kind of elevating a little bit more, but we're not getting crazy. And I kind of want to keep it in the family. And so I'd say another like classic kind of barbecuing like mesquite. You'd get hickory. I feel like that's a fun. I was between hickory and pecan, and unless you want to, because I'm also leaning pecan, but I feel like thematically, okay,
pecan.
Fuck yes. Fuck yeah.
Pecan.
That was okay.
Is this different? How the wood is the wood different than this one?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because this one was really thin, and by the way, that one was mesquite. Hickory is shaped a little different.
This one is definitely more chipped. Like this would. Do you ever play on those playgrounds that had wood chips instead of like it wasn't even bark, it was just straight up wood chips. It's like that, but for like small animals. It's like scaled down to if like people were like a foot tall. Lilliputian.
Oh, Lilliputian.
Like
from the land of Lilliput, like from Gulliver's Travels.
Like just like Gulliver's Travels.
Exactly. I mean, from Gulliver's Travels.
It's just that.
I personally like the Brobdingnags more, but you know.
So, did you have pecan?
No, I had hickory, mesquite. Ooh, almost spelled it everywhere. Apple. I mean, that's
cherry.
Cherry and Bois de Pomme.
Bois de Pommier. This one's pecan. Fun story about pecan, because you know how sometimes people will be like, you never catch people like trying to correct themselves when they mispronounce things in public. Like, anyway, where is I going with this? One time I got corrected on my pronunciation of pecan, and because I called it pecan. And they said pecan, it's pecan. And in my head, I was like, well, then what do you call a pecan sandy? And
a pecan sandy.
And I never really had the charisma to like really double down on that. So now I just kind of, depending on the situation, is it pecan? Is it pecan? If it's in a pie and you're in the right place, it's a pecan pie. It's a pecan sandy. I think when it's more of like the featured ingredient, but like you eat a bag of pecans.
It's like, no. You still eat a bag of pecans. Somebody who eats pecans doesn't eat a bag of them. Okay, look at that. It's really hard, I know, to see on camera, sweet. But you're getting a... don't do that. You're going to fuck up the focus.
Can I bring it up here?
Yeah.
Can I do one of these? Because now I can actually kind of aerate it.
Oh, look at that.
And like not worry about spilling the drink.
Look at that. You have this really nice, dense smoke. You can control how long the smoke is going to stay in it, which will, while it won't infuse, let's be clear, smoke is particulate, right? It's literally the wood in the air. Which is why if you burn it too hard, it gets all black and shit. You know, you can literally fucking char it. There's literally a temperature.
But there is like some char, like the char itself.
Yeah, but it's less.
The activated charcoals can bond with the ethanol on a certain level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
like
I don't think it's significant enough. It's the kind of thing where if you
significant.
Well, I'm gonna say without any, there's no study or anything I've ever read, but I think I can intuit that there would be a change, but it would be in the picograms. It would be like if you did a study, it'd be scientifically, almost non-distinguishable.
What are we doing here?
Smoke
while you talk.
Yeah, I think it would be, scientifically indistinguishable. Now, look, what we just did. You used it. It took you a few. You had to use a bunch of fuel. I'm using it again. I'm having a little less luck getting it as smoky, but now it has. It took a second longer because it was already burned down. That was 2 drinks. I'm not going to swirl it because I'm going to be frank, I don't really think that does anything. But you have this nice, dense smoke. I'm not seeing wisps, which means that there's more air. When you're seeing it like really dense and kind of wispy, that means there's more particulate in the smoke. I'm going to take it off slowly. Now, look, you can see how it's settling in the glass because there's weight to it. It's not weightless. There's wood particulate in it.
I got wood particulate in the bottom of my glass.
Yeah. It's starting to settle. It's doing this nice wavy thing. That is nice and dense. The other one, there was no smoke in the glass. Look, this one I'm holding it. And it's persisting.
And I think that aesthetically, and then that smoke was just dancing around.
Pecan as a wood. Kind of mild. It's almost bright. But I'll say this. I definitely feel like I got more smoke and less wood than you may have. Yeah. Because the amount of fire also, and I know maybe you disagree with me, I am tasting a little bit of the fuel. It's the absolute smallest amount.
I am tasting a bit of the fuel. I am getting a little bit, I think, of the metal, the mesh.
Yeah.
That holds the wood. But it's also very chewy. It is a completely different like the spirit, the flavor is definitely been altered. It's been quite altered.
Absolutely. Do you think it's something that's really significant in regards to the flavor of the cocktail, of the presentation? Because I'll say frankly that I do, because as you can see, when I was holding it before, the smoke was again it was floating in, and it was scooting about the glass. It was holding itself nice and beautiful.
I think I'd agree in that it was a much more kind of refined display of the cocktail art, whereas like the cloche, you're bringing it to the table, you have a fun reveal. This, like, the cocktail is a more Instagrammable cocktail.
Absolutely.
That smoke almost created like a layer of milk on top. And then once you like tilted it back, it kind of, and it flirted with you a little bit. It gave you a little like, where am I going? What am I going to do?
Would you, if you went to a bar and if it was served to you in this,
would you?
Or if it was served with this,
yeah,
which would you think is more aesthetic for you? And which do you think would give you the better experience?
Ooh, I think if I'm at a bar, like a cocktail bar, the couscousi smoker, I think is a cooler, funner experience because you can kind of take your drink with you and keep it like it's more transportable, but it also is like, it kind of has that certain element of the cocktail refinery where the cloche is cool and all. If I was having a cocktail at like a sit down place, and again, or if like maybe a hotel bar,
but if it's busy in your bar and you do craft, you'd like the person to like at least be able to walk without having to have 50 of these.
Yeah,
maybe there's a little smoke as it appears at the table. When you put it there for like 3 minutes, it's there. And then
they take it off and then they sip. And then you can just be like, hey, I'm going to take the... It's just, it keeps the service space a little bit neater. I think it accomplishes the goal more effectively. It's just less pomp and circumstance.
Absolutely. So I recently was doing something. I want to make it very clear. This is not a sponsored post. I purchased this by myself. Okay.
This is not a plug.
Very fortunately,
nothing.
I've been doing a lot of streaming. It's been going very well, and I did a bunch. I donated a little bit of the money, and the money that was for me, I put aside. And then I was watching Sorted Food. They were doing their gadget showdown rundown thing where they do, and they had this, which is the Smoke Pub. Again, not a sponsored post. And the Smoke Pub is a USB-C battery rechargeable cocktail smoker.
What the?
Now, I have 3 woods here. And why do I have 3 woods? They actually came with 6. I
What?
didn't do all of them because they're in my bag and I didn't feel like getting them.
What are the other?
But you're
things?
thinking, what are they?
What
I
are
don't
they?
care.
What?
Because I think beech really stands out for me.
You know, it's a very dense wood.
I think beech really stands out as an option.
Yeah.
But mainly, I think that these wood chips are different than all of these wood chips.
Show me.
So that's why I did not do it. Now, to be clear,
God, I want to see.
I got this from Bespoke Post,
Yeah.
which means it was like $49 and it comes in the box or whatever.
Yeah.
And this box was just this because it's like a kit. Sometimes they'll give you like, you can get like a box full of stuff, but this was like a box that came with the wood chips, the torch,
Right.
and the cloche, which is a whole thing.
Cloche.
Yeah. This came only with itself for so on the website.
Hey, it's not the only one, am I right?
Oh my god.
Got 'em. Oh god, that smell still is just like the campfire that went out last night and you just woke up in the morning. God,
Yeah.
I love that smell. Sorry, continue.
No, that's okay.
I'm getting
The Smoke
distracted.
Pub is still on Patreon. Again, not sponsored. It's
Are you done shilling for that?
I know, right? I'm just because it's important because it's $60 on like Amazon and the website, but on the Kickstarter, which is still open, it's $40.
It's still in Kickstarter. They haven't got to Shark Tank.
No,
with
the way that it works with Kickstarter, you can have it for a long time, whatever.
Oh shit.
So then for another like $9, you can add the 6 woods, and I didn't need them, but I thought to myself, why not? Then upon
said, "Hey."
opening,
Got wood.
I'm gonna open the beach one here. You can't really see them,
Whoa.
but they're cut very particularly, and
let me see that.
I will do.
Huh.
Keep this near that because I don't want to mix them up.
That is a.
This is the
much
cherry. It's unfortunate
thicker.
you can't see, which is
Whoa.
they are bigger, longer. They're cut uniformly, and you see how these different woods are cut similar. Whereas
They're
these
much
woods
thicker chips.
are all these are much thicker. So I'm going to.
These are like wood chips more for like hobbits than it would be for Lilliputians, just to kind of give a scale to what we've been talking about.
It definitely would.
Though the beech, not a very sweet wood.
Are we gonna do
don't
the
know.
beach?
I think we got to. It's the only one that we haven't, like that isn't in the other ones.
So it looks like this. It's black.
But it is a very hard wood, so I'm guessing it's going to have a.
I mean, I think that's
interesting smoke to it.
I think that's part of the benefits of this. Well, we're gonna see. So this is how it is, right? It's like a little puck. You twist it. It comes into 3 parts.
You can slap it. You can spit on it.
It's the top. It's the bottom.
Whoa.
And it's a little basket. Inside, there's like a fuzzy thing, I guess, to keep this from damaging it, but I don't think it matters.
Hey,
Okay.
isn't that how most baskets look?
This
You
is
know
like
what
an ignite. Oh, fuck, that's sharp. It's not on. Do you want to touch it? It's not on.
No.
No, it's
I
not
don't-
on.
Are you going to shock me?
No, it's like
Do you
sharp.
want to?
No, it's just sharp. That's the part
That's
that touched the
wild.
wood.
That's
Oh.
what touches the wood?
Yeah.
Or is that just what heats up the... Oh,
That's what heats up the wood.
it creates an arc.
Yeah, it's like a. So I'm gonna use the beach.
It's like one of the...
Mine came with one of these. This is exactly the same. It's in the kitchen.
You got a little Coke spoon with yours too?
Don't say that word.
What? A cola?
Oh my god. Anyway, so I don't know. I hate this little spoon, but I have a theory.
So my little spoon.
So for this one,
Get
you
this guy a
need
big dipper for big rippers. You know what I'm saying?
to use a little bit more wood than you do for the others.
That's kind of a fat bowl.
But there's a reason for this. This is a little bit more than I put normally.
I wonder what else you could put in that bowl.
I thought about it.
You thought about it?
Yeah.
You're gonna put
We
your
could try
penis
that
in
after.
bowl?
I'm gonna twist it. No, check this out. Check this out. This is magic. Fuck. I'm a nerd. Fuck Smoke Pub. I don't know them.
Does it like?
I'm gonna show you. Press and hold it.
Is it like magnetically back on?
No, it's
or how
twisted.
does
It's twist.
Okay.
You press and hold it till it's green.
Yeah.
It's flashing green.
Whoa.
I'm gonna do yours first. Just
Me?
gonna put it on top. Just gonna press the button. I've noticed sometimes the first glass, I think I wasn't putting enough, and it has a little fan in it. It's just pumping the smoke in there, and it is now done. You can. It's like 3 more seconds. Okay, whatever. Now it's done. Hold on. You can leave it there, like you did with this one,
I was gonna put the cover on. The
or
thing.
you could press it again.
What do you mean? Press it again.
You could add more smoke.
I can add more. I can add more smoke.
You can, but I'll say this: science. This glass is very small. It's full of smoke. There's no air in there, so you can't really add smoke.
Well, it'll just filter out the top, right? Like,
Well, because there's no. Well, try.
Oh fuck! And it's got a cool little like.
I'll turn you up. Yeah, it's giving a little vibrate.
They missed the whole dope ass intro where it's like.
There you go.
Whoa!
I'll put it on my glass.
And I'm gonna do this.
I'm just gonna press it.
so that I can savor the flavor.
Now I've discovered that when sometimes, because I just used it on yours, right?
Yeah, it
The
looks
wood,
like
look at this,
it's got
because
it
the
just
wood,
needs a
the
little
wood that was
shaking up.
touching it.
Oh, you're hanging over the lip over here.
There you go. See, I give it a little shake to just rotate the wood around, and I'll stop it because
You can stop it whenever you want it.
yeah, now it's about the same amount of smoke.
I don't know. I did full 2 cycles, 2 full cycles.
Oh, you
on
did?
that.
Okay, I'll discontinue it then.
Look at them.
I'll continue it. I'll continue it where I was at.
Look at that plumage.
Oh, I think that's enough now.
I'm
Would you like some more?
No, I'm just trying to get like a vape trick going.
Now let's actually look at the smoke from the smoke pub.
Whoa!
Look how dense that is. I feel like this is an infomercial. This is not a sponsored fucking post.
That's
Look how beautiful that is. Look
What the
how
fuck?
absolutely
is mine
dense.
still gonna be that?
Well, it's because you covered it. Honestly, I wouldn't have covered it because I've discovered that if you cover it, it actually dissipates because there's no air like feeding it and keeping it down.
Well, now I want some more.
Look how fucking beautiful that is. This is so difficult to show to the camera, but that white cloud is the smoke from the smoke pub. I am not going to drink it.
This is a layered shot.
Hold
and
on.
half the
I'm not
layer
going to
is-
move my hand too much because that will make it disperse, but I'm not going to drink it. Give it a shake. Give it a shake. Because the wood that was touching it probably, see?
There it goes.
So I feel like you get more. Also, look how much more I got, but I did use more wood. By the way, Sharon, look at this. Look how full my glass is.
It's still staying there.
Tell me that's not crazy.
That's wild.
This is not a fucking. You're fucking around with it. My smoke is still sitting in my glass.
My smoke sits upon my.
Okay, can you fucking take the thing off already so that my thing is.
Oh,
It'll lose the effect if mine fucking.
that's fucking wild. Look at how dense that is.
All
Oh
right,
my
look how beautiful
God.
that is. Salute. Hold on. Let's get a little soft cheers. Oh man, that's crazy. Whoa. Almost coughed actually. Holy shit.
Wow. Whoa. My gob has been smacked. That's crazy.
70 drinks on one charge.
What?
Easy as hell. Look, you can even see how much is opening it up. I can continue to shake this.
That's honestly.
Give me something. You see how this is in the glass? Give me the gin.
Dude, I'll give you the.
Oh, give me the. Yeah.
That's insane. Well, now. Now I just want to try different woods.
Do you see how it maintained?
So you could pre-smoke your glass and just throw shit on top of it.
You can pre-smoke your fucking glass.
Has science?
You want one?
I don't know.
I will get you one.
Oh, one of these? I thought you meant like a
one of
drink.
These.
Whoa. Yeah, they're gonna sponsor us.
No, I would literally buy you one.
For me?
Yeah. I'm literally still broke as shit. I still have no money, but I would buy you one because I feel like that's a gift that I would give you. It'd be great. And by the way, look at that. Look, it's still there.
It's still just wafting.
Also, cool thing I learned: if you put it, you might have to have shaken it. Guess what I learned?
What have you learned?
If you put it on a cold drink, it stays forever. I was putting it in a Corona. It's science. The fucking cold keeps the smoke from dispersing. It's like the opposite here. So it's like a fog.
That's insane.
It looks like it just went down a little bit. You know what? I have a theory. I could do more testing, but I feel like if we put just more on top, it would just last longer because you see how much is actually unburned.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like if we just wanted to stick with beach, this is the kind of thing where
I kind of want to try something else though.
Okay, well, you know what?
Like this is cool, but I want.
Okay, so this
more.
whatever. There we go. That's the.
You have it's right there.
There you go. So that's the little fuzzy thing. I do wonder if that comes off. I feel like that's there just to help it disperse. But to be honest, I'm not. I shouldn't be touching it.
It's probably to filter out any of the like really loose or really fine remnants that are still unburnt.
And I shouldn't be touching it. I'm sure I can buy another one on the website.
Okay. Also, real quick, you put the charred, potentially still on fire embers. Let me just.
Can you stop?
The fire safety.
Can you stop?
Eludes
all right, get out of here.
New Yorkers. New Yorkers will do stuff where it's just like, oh, I'm going to just flick my lit cigarette out at this gas station. Surely that's never been a problem.
Hello, that's actually not a problem.
This is why Jersey needs gas station attendants.
No, they need them because it's a good law to make sure that people have jobs. Anyway, put whatever you want in there. I'm going to be honest. You know I want to put in there. I want to put that in there.
You want to put...
But I feel like it would waste it because I feel like it would burn
the
it.
amount that you would have to put in.
No, not even. You put one fat, like
I would put
double G in there. If you put that in there, listen, this is what would happen. Because of how hot it is, because this is wood, it's not variable. It's one temperature. It would scald it. It would be black.
That's what I'm saying. I think you should do like shredded branches or like stems.
I mean, how about a mix of that and this?
Oh, because then it would have whatever embers. Where does the fan? Is the fan in the like?
The fan is up here. The fan is in the top part. You can tell because you can just hear it.
The fan is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know what that. I forgot I had this.
Oh my god!
Smoking the shit out of this.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember last week we did my birthday whiskeys, which was the Kings County coffee whiskey, peated bourbon, and straight bourbon, and now Chandler has the
grapefruit jalapeno infused unaged corn whiskey.
Why is it clear real quick?
Because it's unaged. I thought that was self-explanatory.
What does that mean?
It means it doesn't even know what the fuck a barrel is.
It's never touched a barrel.
It's never even seen a barrel. If you said, hey, what was your favorite barrel to stay in? And it said, oh, actually, I couldn't afford barrel loans.
Actually, Cyrillic casks.
And I tried really hard to get like a barrel scholarship, and I just never kind of clicked. And sometimes barreling just isn't for everyone. It's like, and then people are like, well, maybe you should go to a trade barrel. And you're like, maybe just like, let me find the infusion that works for me.
Now, hold on. Make sure that the pile is touching the thing, because I've done some testing. No, let's open it. So remember, I put a lot, but we did like effectively 5 drinks worth because we were fucking with it, right? We did effectively 5 drinks. you want to make sure that it's actually touching the things in order for it to do it. To do it.
So I need to just kind of pile it up.
Yeah, I think that makes it easier. If it doesn't work, just shake it. That might help.
All right.
Yeah. So you press it for 3 seconds.
So I did with pear this time.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Can I have some?
I don't know. Can you?
May I?
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's kind of going.
Maybe just press it again. I noticed sometimes the first time also. Again, I think that devices are not. I think a lot of people have a thing about tech. They're like weird about devices. They don't understand that devices aren't magic. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like,
This isn't
this
just
is-
like some sort of sorcery happening upon my very eyes.
Yeah, I think you might have needed to put more. Or do this. I did this before. This
I
works.
did a little shake. Oh, while it's going.
I think it's not touching it. I think you might need some
to do
more.
More.
But
No,
again,
yeah.
that goes down to you noticed the density of the wood
I've never noticed anything in my whole
and the amount. Is it even burnt?
it's got a little toast, but it's not.
Now, it uses more wood, but you're getting kind of more uses out of it. What do you think?
Look, I'm not really using too much of this wood for alternative purposes. It's not like I'm cooking with this wood.
That's true. It's only for this.
It's kind of just for this. And like if I'm not burning ash, I guess I can survive. Like I'm not scraping this bowl for resin yet.
That's desperate. What do you do? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. What the fuck is happening? Chandler.
There it is.
What
It needed to line up with the right thing, and I didn't want to force it. You don't force it. Are we going? Are we moving? Are we cooking? Are we?
Just give it a shake.
Shaker.
There you go. That wasn't too hard.
It's like it went down an octave. Is that okay? Is that right?
That's fine. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. It's just that you need to make sure it's touching the. There you go. You want to? Here you go. Take this so I can use it.
Yeah.
Wait, where's
Where's the what? Huh?
You didn't even get me.
I didn't even get me. I was gonna pour it on top.
No, you hate me.
Well, but that shouldn't be evident of that.
I want to do it this way because I think that actually just looks cute. I don't think it does anything. There you go. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you? You're not.
Here, you wanna try that one again? You wanna run that back?
I will be as delicate as possible, but that was just clumsiness. God fucking damn it! All right, hold on.
That was neat.
Chandler,
Yeah.
hey, I'll buy you a smoke pub, and then you'll be like, "Oh, that didn't happen." There you go.
I'll buy you a smoke pub, and so you don't have to hit me.
Please don't hit me because I spilled some of this. That was $35, right?
What was
That.
No, this is like 17.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah. This is like $17.
Fuck off!
Employee discount, bitches. Oh, but we are almost done.
Damn, you know what? I might actually send you somebody to buy one
Oh yeah, easy.
because I kind of want one.
Done. Easy. Oh, and we haven't even tried this one yet. Well, you've probably. No, I want seconds.
This is great. You might have to give. Oh, it's working. No, it's working. Look at this mother effing smoke pub. And look at the smoke. It's lingering.
Smoke pub.
All right, you're good. You're
All
good.
right, we're good. We've smoked enough of this.
Look again. Look how dense that is.
And you know what I didn't get from this that I got from
What?
the other one was the like kind of vaguely tinny kind of flavor from the butane and the.
Yep. None from the metal. None from the butane.
It's not using a.
It's like using inductive. It's like using inductive heat.
It's an arc lighter.
Yeah, that's inductive. So it's like
is that what inductive is?
because it's getting it. Yeah, it's inductive.
And how'd you figure that out?
Because I spent $200,000 going to school to figure that out?
Oh, it wasn't through deductive reasoning? Interesting.
Mm.
Oh, let's try those. Oh, sorry. I just put my whole ass. Oh
What and then you blow?
no! I meant to blow it. No, it's fine. It's done. It's done what it's supposed to do. I'm not gonna drink it. Oh God.
That's how many you can get.
God, that's crazy. You can see the buildup of the smoke on the side of the glass.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
And now you're back to where you fucking were.
Wow.
That is fucking crazy.
That's so effective. All right.
Oh, Chandler's not going to let me have any more because I spilled you on the fucking desk, you motherfucker.
Wow, that's crazy. Here, you can have the rest.
Well, that's good because I actually was joking. I don't really.
No, to have
You
the
got it.
rest.
No,
No, you can take it. You can take it. You can have the rest. I actually want to buy another one because I want to do a cocktail with this. We should. I was really hoping we'd still have the Flatlander because I figured whiskeys that drink like tequilas would do very well with a smoky smoke, with a smoke puck.
Great. Still going.
Look at her go. Those were the days.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
God, that's insane. And it's just dancing in your glass like a little cumulonimbus cloud. Look at that zephyr head.
This is now what I've done now. Every cocktail smoked.
Every cocktail smoked.
Why not? I'm being for real.
Well, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't match the flavor profile.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not smoking a gin and tonic. I mean, I did for fun, but like, you're not smoking a gin and tonic, right? So I'm being for real. Am I wrong? If you want to enhance a whiskey or have fun, this is something simple you can do. And also, if you want for aesthetics, you can press the button shorter.
Oh yeah, you can just like bzz, bzz, bzz. What I think is very interesting is that the flavor of wood chips isn't always completely intuitive to the flavor of the type of tree that they are from. Because what's crazy is I think the pecan flavor was actually
Pecan.
sweeter than the Pierre flavor.
Oh, absolutely. But that's because apple, I mean, I'm from New York. It seems like a silly thing, but I've, in my youth, chewed on many an apple tree stick.
Yeah.
It's actually has a very distinct flavor.
Like you'd think apple would be like, oh, it's kind of like apples, but it's a wood.
No, it has a distinct flavor profile.
It's its own fucking thing.
Just like pear, I think is so beech, because beech is so thick.
I kind of need to just try this wood.
Oh, let's do.
Just eat this fucking wood.
Well, okay, but look how much is still there.
Oh, let me get one of those.
Am I bugging?
That one's been toasted. Let me eat that wood.
Am I wrong?
Let me get it.
There's still more cocktails in here.
Oh.
How many cocktails of wood would you say this is?
13.
If you had a bar, 70 drinks per charge, $40. The retail price, $50, maybe $59.99.
Yeah, that wood.
It's based in New York. They have them in New York right now.
My thing is, I feel like their flame, their ignition device it's good. It's good in that you taste the wood and not the heat. Like it's not like you're tasting the butane. You're not tasting really the flavor of the lighter. But it's not so fucking easy now.
What's
is it?
happening? I've never had a problem. Oh, that's why.
Wow.
No, that's
not so fucking easy.
No, there was a piece of wood blocking it.
It's always a piece of wood.
There was a fucking piece of wood. Anyway. Oi, oi! Come on.
What was I saying?
What is the negatives?
I feel
Then you're a hater.
I feel like
I'm gonna give you one because I
the
care about you so much.
the ignition system could be fine tuned a
Now you're
little
not
bit
getting one.
because I feel like though we can in theory get a lot of use out of the wood, it's really not burning a lot of like it all has. I feel like you have to start it upside down and then.
We just didn't have enough wood in it.
Well, but what about when that runs out?
No, but look, how many have we done? My thought about that is that you have to understand it's about the limitations of science. The reason
Don't
why
tell me about the limitations of science.
Oh, this guy's like, I don't know about the MMR vaccine, measles. Nobody gets that anymore.
No. What science doesn't know is that there are no limitations.
The reality is that the reason it's able to charge for 70 cocktails is because instead of wasting energy, right? Because this is waste energy when you're using fire, right? So I'm going to press the button.
Yeah.
Now, the part that touches the wood is actually the part that's heating it.
Yeah.
Which would be up here.
But like
this other wood, other part is wasting.
That's what, and you can see just how much of the wood holder thing has been charred by the.
That's energy waste.
And it's a nice mesh thing, but you can also see on the mesh where the heat has kind of fucked up the polish. And granted, that's just polish, but that also means there's probably a little teensy tiny little bits of metal particles going on.
Yeah, it is.
So
and hold on, but also, why is it black? Because the heat.
James, you can't just ask that.
Oh my God!
You can.
I can. You can't.
No,
You're putting your supremacy culture on me. I can ask, why is that so black?
I feel like
say something. Go ahead, say something.
I feel like that's still a product of internalized colorism, and you still like
colorism. Cherry versus oak. Oh, I understand. Birch is too close to fucking maple for you. I see. But seriously, the reason why that's black is because the excess heat is being transferred into the metal.
Yeah.
If you look at this, what you'll notice is that there's buildup, but that buildup is really from
the residue
of the wood being ignited. Every bit of the energy.
Fidgeting so hard.
Fidget a little harder.
I'm gonna fidget so hard.
Every bit of the energy that's being pulled into the wood is going into the wood, which means, and I think this is where you're getting to, it doesn't quite taste like regular smoked things the way that a gas grill.
So what you're saying is I'm tasting the meat and not the heat?
Yes, because a gas grill or a charcoal grill, people do what?
Are you trying to sell me on propane?
Almost a little bit, because it depends on what wood you're using. Because I think what happens is that fuck this, because obviously the best way to smoke a cocktail would be probably to have an open fire of the wood where you're grabbing cups and you're
cupping the flame.
And you're cupping the fuck,
well, like or you would have like a campfire or something, and there's like little embers burning, and you like take a tongs and you grab one of the embers and you set it down and you put the cup over it.
Yeah, like there's distinguishing flavors. If you want,
oh wait, but you could do that with a pint. All right, so picture.
Okay, hit me.
Here's the
not
pitch.
Too hard.
Here's the pitch. It's a pizza bar, right? So it's got like a big wood burning pizza oven. And we can throw in different fun logs into the wood burning pizza oven. And then we would pull out little embers by embers, and you would take the pint glass, the glass in which you're doing the mixing and stuff in, and you would cup the ember with the pint glass.
Papa.
And then you're going to dry shake that. So you're going to build the cocktail in the larger part of the Boston shaker.
Keeping
the glass part of like the smoke is in it the whole time. And then you build your cocktail, you clap it on, you dry shake, pour it over ice. Now you've got the actual like straight up, that's the infusion. That's the fucking game.
That is the fucking game.
And what you could do, I think the next best, like, this is the simulation, is have you seen the smoking guns?
So the thing about smoking gun, so that actually ties into a reality with this, which is what I thought about doing with this was smoking some food. The smoking guns pour too much smoke for a cocktail because they are meant to infuse food. They're meant to infuse.
Well, so what you could do with the smoking gun is this
Okay,
was
okay.
you batch your cocktail, you pour it into a bottle, and then you put the smoking gun
Oh no,
into the bottle, and then you just shake and swirl, and you
I didn't mean for the flavor.
oh,
Because the difference
aesthetic.
with the smoking gun is smoking gun, because of how strong it is, smoking gun puts the actual flavor.
Do you
So
think-
if
how
you're
many
smoking-
times, how many times do you have to say smoking gun before you get banned on live?
If I was on TikTok, probably not a lot within the context, but if you point it out, maybe once.
Okay, I'm just curious. Just curious minds want to know. I'm just such a curious little guy sometimes.
Yeah, I feel you got me. I feel like no, so I'm not even joking. I feel
But
like
like smoking gun, that's like red herring.
it is a little bit, right? Because it's like, oh, so I'm making some foie gras and I wanted to pull out the smoking gun, or it's
Yeah.
like JFK smoking gun.
I think now if
Malcolm
you,
X. I'm
yeah.
black. I'm sorry. That's what I go. That's what I jump towards. But no. But seriously though, that gun, they call it a gun, but it's effectively just a fan connected to something. Actually a similar heating element to this.
But it looks like this.
Yeah.
Pshoo, pshoo,
So
pshoo,
the
pshoo,
element
pshoo, pshoo, pshoo.
again though, it's like
Will that get me banned?
maybe.
What if I go?
Please don't. Okay, listen. So the reality is that the smoke guns that Michelin bars and restaurants use have an element similar to this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The only difference is that because it's expensive, this is $40. This is how to bring the technology into something that's small and fits in your hands for use at the home, but a similar technology is used to ignite and push the smoke of whatever it is that you put inside of the chamber into your cocktail, your beverage, your meat. And the truth is that you kind of can't beat that. And you can buy that for $100 to $200 on eBay or like somewhere where somebody's reselling things on Craigslist. But for $40, having one of these Alton Brown, not approved, single-use items that you could try to stretch.
Hey, what
Because
do you mean it's a single use? That seems like it does a lot of use.
that's how I feel. Because Alton Brown's
Single
whole thing
use.
is no unitaskers. This is meant, and obviously you would have to do a lot of work to make this work in smoking something, right? This does not do enough wood to smoke any piece of meat. That's the reality. However, you can influence or infuse smoke into meals like pasta dishes,
Yeah.
into if you wanted to add certain smoke into certain things like that, you can, but you would need to use aluminum or aluminium foil, and you would have to rig something. Leave me alone. You have to rig something crazy up in order to make it work.
Wouldn't be that crazy.
That's
Yeah,
kind of a
pretty-
weakness.
It's pretty feasible.
It
I
is.
can fees it.
No, I mean, yeah, but I don't like to waste the aluminum. I don't like to waste the aluminium. So I try to avoid doing that.
I don't understand how you can retain so much oxygen up there on your high horse.
You know why?
I don't
Because
understand
it's
how
so
you.
high above the oxygen. Come on.
Wow. Whoa. I think it's a cool little neat little device, and I think if you were like, I don't know, an aspiring cocktailier, or if you were doing like kind of fancy like catered events and you were like doing an upstart catering bar type thing, that would be a really, really, really cool thing to have on your utility belt.
Here's the real question that I've had in my pocket the entire time. which is...
I'm not going to fuck it, James.
No, please don't do that.
I'm not going to have sex with your little device, okay?
Before we wrap up,
I'm not going to do it
what is
for free.
The perfect device? Because, I mean, to be frank, the weakness of this, no actual fire.
I think...
That's the propane problem.
I don't think that's a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I think because fire, you will inevitably run into the flavor of something that isn't supposed to be there with an open flame. Like, we talked about the perfect way to do it, but that's just having wood embers on hand, and that would be the best way. I think, honestly, the thing that would make this the perfect device, throw it on the end of a fleshlight.
Okay, anyway,
and then I'll finally do what I know you've been waiting for me to do.
I can't deal with this
so bad.
If you want us to smoke something with the cloche, with the Karazuki smoker, or with the smoke pub, you know what to do, which is leave a comment in the comment section below. How you doing, Chandler? I feel like we've had a little bit too much to test this, which is always fun. You know what to do. You can follow me everywhere at Just Call Me James on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, kind of. What about you, Chandler?
I've been Chandler Phillips, and you can follow me at Chandler Does Jokes on Instagram, where maybe someday I might just post a joke.
You know what's really funny? All of our merch is going to be bee themed because of Bumblebee Comedy, but and you moved to Chandler Does Jokes.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
But that's okay. I feel like the bees, the Bumble Bear comedy is still a very prevalent, like, philosophically in the brand.
Whatever fucking works.
In this world, be a bee. What are we talking about?
Be a wasp.
Don't be a wasp. Don't.